Hey, what's up, everyone? We had a superb day. Superb. I mentioned yesterday in the premium analysis that I'll be taking longs off of the Wave 7 hourly vector, which I've already revised for Friday, but it was right here at 961. And I was looking for longs here, and we got two attempts at it. I left some limits and came up to it later in the night, and I saw it, and I had my take profits here, and I was very surprised it got hit while I was doing other stuff. But then in the morning, we had a retest, and that 961 was perfect with a 9.75 drawdown, point drawdown, and then this floor just stellar, stellar. You see that it was a low of day. I had a huge day, big winter day, and it just kept going. I ended up taking profit because I had to do stuff and didn't want to hold at 208. It's right underneath this high of week level. I went for another 100 points, but oh no, like 80, 70 points. But you know, gotta be happy with what you can get from the market. On ES, similar situation, except it was with the Wave 7 daily vector. Such a nice bounce. Such a nice bounce. So, happy Free Friday. This is going to be a great day. CPI. I am mega bearish for tomorrow. Regardless, I am going to make sure I have the bearish scenario in mind so that I don't get tunnel visioned. But I am super bearish. It's 614 on QQQ, which is right here. There's wave one daily imprints. There's a spliced only 50% target. So it thins out. The spliced movement thins out here, meaning week over week, Friday over Friday starts thinning out right here. And this is a weekly Ivy wall as well. Had to revise it after I was looking at some stuff midweek, and it's the bottom of the weekly Ivy wall, weekly median range just above, and then on the spliced wave 2015 minute from Fridays, a lot of the moving trends, a lot of the upward trends stalled out at 417. So, and it was 404 actually on QQ and the conversions and whatever. So, a lot of them stalled out here and just actually dumped right after. So, that's where I'm looking for shorts. I'm not going to try to be a wizard and get longs and then shorts and then longs. No, I just might put setup right there. On ES, I expect to be here from 6,800 to 6,804. I expect it to be here. I do expect about a 550 point drop from about 385 to 535. 385 to 835. Weekly PML reversion. It happens so many times. So I'm expecting this type of motion right here. Maybe something like this. And then CPI tomorrow. Whoops. I think you get the idea. And I would probably be risk off at the weekly PML. Because you gotta manage risk. You can honestly size ultra small, let the wide stop and just let it ride. Now you gotta be cautious of the news drop at CPI, because sometimes we get those like nasty wicks up or nasty wicks down. Invalidation of this ultimately comes to finding support on the ceiling. But if there's reluctance, I would be very cautious about this working if we just rested above the ceiling. But I would like to see this. Obviously, with CPI, this might get a little bit of reviving, but just be cautious about that retest. But yeah, if we start getting support here, then and this starts pushing, we have this target. This is not a crazy move. It's 617, around 617 on QQ. And again, the splice targets are thinning out quite a bit. To the downside, it's a lot more comfortable in terms of targets. So, yeah, I'm bearish for tomorrow. CPI, October 24th, 2025. So I get a retest like this and then drop, and then drop, drop, drop. That's my expectation for tomorrow. If this was to be caught somewhere, I would expect it to be caught on the way down. Wave 7 daily to keep the bullish trend alive, or this floor with that 14H level that Russell's been talking about quite a bit. Yeah, that's it. That's it for tomorrow. So watch that confirmation and invalidation. But happy Free Friday. There's targets above if we drive upwards on the news drop or some Trump tweet or something. We'll see. Exercise risk management. Don't go crazy with your leverage. It's going to be a good day.